everyone, I'm Laura and this is Go Simply and this is Boot. Today I have a seated upper body dumbbell Tabata workout for you. So we're going to be doing upper body exercises, 20-second zone with a 10-second rest in between where I'll let you know what's coming up. If this is something that sounds like you'd enjoy, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, grab some friends if you want, and we'll start with a warm-up. Okay, so for our warm-up here, we're just going to do it freestyle. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls to the back. And then we're going to switch them to the front. Boot. And then we're going to do some bigger arm circles. You can start to the back. And then we're going to switch it to the front. And then let's swing them across a bit. Not too fast, but enough to open up the back. And then up and down. Whoop, hi, Boot. Boot is going to join me on the chair. I have a tail under my armpit. Okay, and then how about some, oh, sorry, sweetheart. Some side reaches. Boot really likes chair workouts. She's very interested in the chair. I don't know why. It's a chair that sits out all the time, but suddenly when it's set up for a chair workout, it's very exciting. So just reaching to the side. And now you can just rest your arms on top and do some twisting side to side here. Hi, Boot. And a couple more. And then let's reach up and all the way down if we can. And let's do two more. And one more here. Excellent. Hopefully that's got our upper body a little bit more warmed up. Feel free to add anything you want. Meet me back here and we'll get started with the workout. Okay, so we're starting here where my left arm is curling and my right arm is doing a tricep extension. This is a bit of a brain teaser here, but don't worry, we're going to do the other side. We're going to switch it up so we make sure we get both. So it doesn't really matter which side you started with. Okay, so take a break here, then we're going to do that on the other side. So the right hand will be curling and the left hand will be doing the tricep extension. Okay. So we are doing these Tabatas 3 times. So we'll do each of these exercises 3 times and then move on to a new set of 2, a new pairing. And hopefully my kitty is about to knock over my exercise mats, which are stacked up at the side there. Okay, so now we're going to switch back to the first side. So again, it doesn't matter which side you started on. It doesn't matter if we're on opposite sides. Just make sure that you're switching in between. Please don't knock that over. If you hear a thud, it's my cat. It's nothing breakable, but it will make a noise if it falls. She's purring up against it. Okay, and another quick break and then we'll go back to the other side. It's nice to do sort of these little brain teasers where one side of the body is doing something different than the other. Keeps our brain active, keeps us focused. A little bit. I'm distracted by my cat right now, but you know, and I'm sure that you're distracted by other things in life too, but it does try and keep our brain in the game here. Excellent. So we have one more time on each side, and then we'll move on to a new pairing. I love Tabata because, oh, there goes one mat. Because it goes so quickly. So what was I saying? Yes, it goes very quickly, so you don't even really have time to start getting bored of the exercise before you're already moving on, which is nice. Okay, and then one more time on the other side. So she knocked a yoga mat over. It's curled up, and she knocked it over. Okay, let's get started. And it spooked her, but now she's back, and she's looking at the other yoga mat and getting ready to knock it over. So she didn't learn from the first time. This is my curiosity killed the cat. I swear one day, I really hope, she's an indoor cat for a reason. She wouldn't survive. Okay, so that's it for that pairing. Up next, we're going to do an upright row. So that's where we pull it up under our chin. Okay, so we have 20 seconds of this. So again, pull it right up under the chin, and as we're sitting in our chair, we should have nice firm abdominals, straight back posture, lower back protected. Excellent. And we're going to pair that with an L raise. So we're going to alternate sides as we do that. So an L raise is one to the side and one in front. Okay, so again, opposite sides of the body are doing opposite things. And this one is going to get that core fired up as well because we have to shift the weight. It's like a moving exercise, so we do not want to do it quickly. Go through it nice and slowly and feel the burn. Excellent. And now we're going back to that upright row. I'm hoping I can hold my weights all the way through with the L raise, but I might not be able to, and that's okay. I can drop the weight and do it body weight. Okay, so the upright row again. With Tabata, there's not a lot of time to go and change what weight you're using. So sometimes you're going to be holding something that might be a little bit too heavy for one, or a little bit too light. And that's okay, because we don't do this format back to the, oh, this is a break. Oh my goodness, I was about to overwork my muscles. No way. Okay, now back to the L raise. We need that break. I'm working for the break. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm doing the exercise so that I can get to the break. We don't do Tabata every single time, so it's okay that some of the weights are too light for some of the moves. Or if you need to drop and do something body weight, that's also just fine. Okay, so we have one more of each of those, and I'll see if I can do it. Okay, so upright row again. Maybe if I don't add extra to the L raise like I tried to last time, then I'll be able to make it through. Okay, a few more seconds here. Tabata moves so fast, I just love it. But you know what? Those breaks go really fast too. Maybe I should do 20-20. No, that would not be motivating. We have to keep it 20-10. Okay, so back and behind. Whew, it's getting heavy, but I have 8 more seconds here. I might have to slow down a little. That's okay. Excellent. So now I'm going to drop one weight. Well, I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to set down one weight. And we're going to do a paddler row. So I'm going to take it between 2 hands here. I'm going to row off to one side and then row off to the other. Just like I was in a kayak. Or that's similar to a canoe paddle, actually. And this is getting our obliques. It's getting our lower back. Okay, and take a break, and you can pick up that other weight, and we're going to do an overhead press. I'll show you, I've already picked up the weight, but I'll show you the next time how you could do an overhead press with one weight. So just press it up and down. If you don't want to bend over and drop your weight and pick up your weight every time, I'll give you an option in the next time around. So just a few more seconds here. Excellent. So I'm going to put that weight down now, and I'm going to show you an option just using one weight for both of these exercises. So back to the paddler row. So we're paddling. And Notice I'm stopping in the middle to reset. That's purposeful because I'm twisting my back. I want to make sure that that spine is supported and making sure that my abdominals are held firm all the time. It's kind of a reminder. Okay, so for the overhead press this time, I'm just going to keep the one weight and just press it up and down. Okay? So you can go up and down. This way we don't have to bend over and get that other weight if we don't want to. It's just an option. You can do whichever you prefer. Also, if your arms needed a bit of break, but you wanted to be able to keep going, then obviously now you're sharing the weight between two hands instead of having one weight in each hand. Yes, that's what I was going to say. I'm having trouble today. Okay, so back to that paddler row. Setting in the center. How many of you like chair workouts? Like, is this your preferred way to do weights and weight training? And, okay, just a second here. We'll go back to that overhead press. I'll stick with the one weight. And would you also like to see like lower body but sitting in a chair still? Or abdominals, overhead press, sitting in a chair. Cardio, sitting in a chair. Just upper body cardio, or upper and lower, like full body cardio sitting in a chair. Because I can definitely make more of those. I do a lot of working out in a chair, and I really quite enjoy it. And it also works well when you don't have a lot of space. Okay, so next up we're going to do an Arnold press. So an Arnold press, you have your weights in front of you here, palms facing you, and as you lift up, you rotate through. Okay, so nice and slow, not too fast here. You don't want to use momentum. Feel the burn with the weights. We have more gains when we move slowly, even though we want to go fast, and that heart rate is getting up either way. Okay, so now we're going to do a shoulder blade squeeze. So we're going to take the weights out in front here, and we're going to squeeze those elbows back, and then bring them to the forward. So the weights are kind of going right in front of my eyeballs, and we're just sort of holding them. So there is quite a burn, and we're just sort of moving with our shoulder blades. You have to think like your shoulder blades are initiating the movement. Okay, and take that break. This one I'm definitely going to need the break in between because you're just sort of holding those weights and the static movement is challenging. Okay, so push up and then bring it back down. This is the Arnold press again. Yeah, so let me know what kind of chair workouts you like. Cardio chair workouts, full body workouts, lower body weights, upper body weights, abs. We can do them all. I know some of you are in a wheelchair, so full body and cardio, obviously, like full body cardio or lower body weights would not work well for you. But if there are others out there, I can do them sometimes. Okay, shoulder blade squeeze. And I know some of you have foot injuries, and maybe you could do a cardio workout so long as there isn't really much pressure on the foot. You know, it's not your full standing weight. So there are lots of options. Okay, break time. We're going to do one more of each of those. And like I said, I love doing seated workouts. They're great for when you don't have a lot of space, when you're feeling otherwise tired. Arnold press, when you have an injury, when you have arthritic knees like me and they're just not feeling it that way or that day. And they're an excellent way to work out. You don't have to be standing. You don't have to be jumping. And one more with the shoulder blade squeeze. Don't get me wrong, standing and jumping are excellent workouts too, if your body can do them. But they are not the only way to work out, and we should not, those of us who like to work out in a chair, should not be made to feel like we're not getting a good workout, like we're not working hard because we're sitting down. That is simply not the case. It's completely false. Okay, take a break. So now we're going to do a windmill. So we're going to, this is sort of a kettlebell move. So we're going to come down to the side and then switch. And then switch. And if you're finding that adding that upper body is just too much, you can just go to the shoulder and then switch. That's fine. We already did do an overhead press, so that's fine. So now we're going to put one weight down and we're going to do a halo, which is also a kettlebell move. So we go behind the head and then bring it back to the front and then rotate the other way. This really opens up the shoulders, gets the synovial fluid moving all through there, helps get the joint lubricated, and it really works the upper back muscles as well. Okay, so back to that windmill, and again, there is more than one option. I'll show you. So you can do a press up as you switch sides, and again, notice that I'm pausing in the middle because we're bending that spine, but you can also keep it just at the shoulder. So this is really good for our core, but it's also an upper body move, so we're getting both. And then put one down again so that we can do the halo. I like the halo because I don't really feel when I'm doing it that it's super hard, and yet when I'm done it's like, oh yeah, wow, those muscles work. So it kind of feels like a freebie, but that might just be my body. You'll have to let me know how you feel about them. Okay, one more time with each of those. The other option, if you don't want to try and switch side to side, there is one more option with the windmill that I didn't think of before, and that's that you can just sort of bend side to side. All right, so that is definitely an option as well. So there are the three options. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that sooner. I just didn't think of it. Okay, and then we'll put that down and we're going to do the halo one more time. At least now you know that other option for the next time you do this video, right? Okay. Ooh, and this is our last exercise. My goodness, that went fast. Wow, so we're going to cool down after this. So keep going, we're nearly there. Excellent job. So just make sure that those weights are safely to the side and out of the way, and let's get right into a bit of a cool down. Let's just roll those shoulders a bit to the back, open them up, let them release, let those hands release from holding weights most of the time, and then let's roll them forward. Really try and exaggerate that roll, like get those shoulders up and then pull them down. And then let's do some some arm circles. Doesn't matter which direction, we're going to do both ways. And then let's go back. Okay, and then let's just take one arm to the shoulder and let's pull this other arm back. I'm starting on my left, but you do which one works for you. We're going to do the other side in just a second here. Let's do two more. And now the other side, so just switch it. You can do whatever you want with this hand. You can leave it down. I just put it up here because it sort of reminds me to keep my other arm out parallel and not let it droop. Let's do two more here. And then let's do a slow side bend and just hold it for a second. And then a slow side bend to the other side. And let's do that one more time. And of course the other side. Okay, and let's pull that arm across and hold it for a little stretch. really let it pull nicely across the front there. Give it a little shake, and then switch sides. And feel a nice stretch all through here, through the back of the shoulder as well. Good, and let's put our hands, you can link your fingers together if you want, and just sort of pull down. We'll get a tricep stretch this way. Go one elbow down, and so your arm goes right behind your head. It's just a different way to do a tricep stretch. And then let's get the other side. Also really helps to open up the side of the body. Excellent, and shake that out, and then let's just pull gently on our head to one side and take that other arm and pull down. Just gentle, not hard pull, just gentle. And then sit back up and let's switch sides. Okay, and then how about a few cat-cows? I'll turn sideways to show you. So stretch the back out. And then pull it in. And one more time back. And then up. Excellent job, everyone. Thank you for joining me and making this far. Tell others you know about Go Simply, and hopefully they'll want to join our community so that we can grow and I can make more workouts for you. Great job, and see you soon.